My name is Jim Steyer. I'm an adjunct professor here at Stanford. I've been a professor for 30 years at Stanford. Shocking, but it's never been my day job. I'm also the founder and CEO of Common Sense Media, which is the nation's leading kids media and kids advocacy organization. So I spend most of my time doing work around kids and media and child advocacy. I think that the other big media factor in the election was the incredible breadth and depth of social media. For example, Facebook is the number one news source for many, many people in the United States now. That was not true 4 years ago. That wasn't even true 2 years ago. So I believe that with the size of media platforms comes responsibility, but I don't believe that that ethos and that ethic has permeated Silicon Valley or the leadership of many of these companies. And I feel that they have some responsibility as well in this case, because I think that it's only beginning to dawn on them the role they play in elections and in public discourse. So that's a major factor. The second thing I think is critical with the new social media platforms and the ability to micro-target people is what we commonly call now the filter bubble. So it's very easy for people with particular points of view to only set up, if you will, their media feeds, whether it's on television, on social media, on their phones, whatever platform, to one particular position, not looking at the broader context. By the way, oftentimes accepting falsehoods and completely distorted points of view and untruth without any degree of analysis or questioning the source. And that happens on both sides of the spectrum. I'm saying this in a very nonpartisan way, but I think that's a very troubling part of our political discourse now. And I believe that the media companies and technology companies that have been involved in this have been ignorant of that or have not taken stock of the implications of that for our society and for our democracy. And that's a very troubling development. Now, I believe that over time we may see that change, but it's not going to change the fact that an incredible amount of very, very inappropriate behavior and hate speech and completely inappropriate language and values were spewed forth on the American public, particularly the young people, which is what my area of work is, with virtually no filter. And I do think the issue of the filter bubble and the ability of people to go into their little corner and to close out a more broad-based, multi-sourced view of the world presents real problems in a constitutional democracy where we as a society have to take stock and figure out in the next decade how we're going to deal with that.